You know that feeling?
Yeah.
You check your bank account, almost like a nervous habit.
Oh, absolutely.
We live in this culture that is just completely obsessed with net worth.
Oh,
Assets you can touch, stack up, count. And there's this anxiety that comes with it.
a need for more?
Exactly.
Yeah.
More security, more proof that we're okay. But what if the greatest blueprint for wealth isn't in your stock portfolio, but what if it's hidden in an ancient construction project and an empty grave? Welcome to Timely Word. Today, we are flipping the whole idea of value on its head.
It's a complete inversion of how we normally operate. We say seeing is believing, right? If I can see the gold, then I feel secure.
Mm-hmm.
But the architecture of true wealth, well, it seems to require this invisible wisdom first, that believing. It actually has to come before you see the results.
Yes, and today we were decoding how to increase your net worth in God. It starts with, believe it or not, a massive construction project in the desert. We're in Exodus 37 and 38. This is not just building furniture. This is a total sensory overload.
It's meant to be. I mean, try to visualize this. You have Bezalel, this master craftsman, and he's building the Ark of the Covenant. Exodus 37:1 says he takes acacia wood.
Right, acacia wood.
Now, acacia is sturdy, but it's pretty common. It represents humanity,
Yeah.
us in our natural state. But then, verse 2, he overlays it with pure gold, inside and out.
And that's the first milestone right there, isn't it? The
Yeah.
cultural logic is just profound. You don't just polish the wood.
No.
You completely cover your humanity with God's nature. That's the gold.
And look at the lampstand in verse 17. It's called beaten work of pure gold. One single solid piece. That word beaten, it implies pressure.
A process.
It implies a process. Yeah, real value isn't just found, it's forged.
I love the detail in Exodus 38:8 about the laver, the basin for washing. It was made from the bronze mirrors of the serving women.
Wow.
Think about the psychology there. They took the very tools of vanity of looking at themselves and they melted them down into instruments of cleansing.
That is a complete reframe of purpose.
Right.
But then the whole currency shifts. We go from the physical gold of Exodus
To the mental silver of Proverbs 2.
Right, exactly.
Proverbs 2:4 tells us to seek wisdom like silver and to search for her like hidden treasures. This makes it active. It's not just passive reading, it's a treasure hunt.
It's a cognitive mechanism, really. If you cry out for discernment, like verse 3 says, you're not just getting smarter, you're installing a kind of safety system. Verse 7 even calls wisdom a shield.
A shield against what, though?
Well, against the things that tear you down. Verses 16 through 18, they warn about the strange woman, about paths that sink down to death. If you don't have that internal silver of wisdom,
You're defenseless.
you have no defense against paths that look good on the surface but are just structurally unsound.
So, okay, the gold covers your humanity, the silver guards your path. But then here comes the twist. We get to Mark 16, and the whole concept of wealth, it goes from being static furniture to kinetic power. And it all starts with a barrier.
The stone, the extremely large stone in Mark 16:4. The women, they go to the tomb expecting a dead end, a total barrier. But the stone's already gone.
But the disciples, they just struggled with this.
Uh-huh.
Mark 16:14 says Jesus came to them and called them out for their unbelief and hardness of heart. They have that poverty mindset. They needed to see it to believe it.
And that's the trap. True spiritual net worth isn't something that just sits there like money in a bank. It produces action. It moves. In verse 15, the command is go.
Into all the world. And the dividends of this kind of wealth are just wild. Verses 17 and 18, casting out demons, speaking in new tongues, handling serpents, healing the sick. I mean, that's a lot more powerful than a high-yield savings account.
Precisely. In Exodus, they needed tons of physical gold just to host God's presence in one tent. But in Mark, after the resurrection, you become the vessel. The believer carries that authority now.
And that is the big question for you listening. In Exodus, they built a structure to hold God. In Mark, the stone is rolled away so God can move through you. So if the same power that rolled away that massive stone is available to you, why are you still budgeting your life based on fear?
That's the entire shift. Don't just read the word. Let it overlay you like that gold on the acacia wood. Become that beaten work that can actually hold the glory.
Seek that hidden treasure of wisdom today. Increase your net worth where it truly counts. Thanks for joining us on Timely Word. Now go build something that lasts.